Hi, I'm Darren Sheffield, owner of Low Brandthwaites here in Sedbergh. We're here to look at the forests that we've planted earlier this year between February and April. So I'm from Northamptonshire. My wife's from northern Poland, but we were living together. We've lived together in London, moved to Northamptonshire, and then more recently we started looking at a place. We wanted to live in a national park. My uncle has lived in Settle for a long time, so we'd been coming up to the Yorkshire Dales a lot, and I suppose over time we just started more and more thinking that the right place for us was the Yorkshire Dales. So we had started looking at properties, and actually just came up that Sedbergh was a good place for us, good place for the schools. So we've got two small children. And the place that we found here at Low Brandthwaites just was a great setup in terms of having a bed and breakfast, which was part of what we wanted to do, but also having land as well, and being able to do something with that land. At that time we didn't know quite what we wanted to do, and I think it's becoming a bit clearer what we want to do now that we're here. That first meeting with Carole was probably the changing of where it went from maybe this is something we could do to actually this is something we really should do. I guess the way Carole was talking about it, her enthusiasm for everything that we could be doing, the reasons that we might be doing that. So I think that meeting with Carole was really what changed us from being maybe we should have a forest to actually this is definitely something that we want to do. It was a bit ominous to begin with, because at the start it was a project and we thought, well, I wonder who's going to plant all these trees. And then we had a partnership with Sedbergh School. They had the John Muir Award, and they have a group of kids who do certain different things with the environment. We were able to come up with a partnership where they helped us plant the trees. And that meant that over the course of, I forget exactly how many weeks, but let's say it was 8 weeks, we had about 30 or 40 kids came here. We had Carole and some other volunteers who work with the Millennium Trust. And then we essentially had an hour or two where we planted the trees with the kids. So I guess roughly in each week we might have been planting 100 to 200 trees. So quite quickly, over the course of those weeks, we were able to get the trees in. And in terms of a plan, we were helped out by Millennium Trust. A plan as in where the trees are going to go, because we had a lot of different species of tree. Again, massively helped out by Millennium Trust, but also the national park. So we pretty much got a plan of, these are the trees that are natural to the area. And also we had a few things that we were interested in terms of the types of trees. Certainly, we were very interested in maybe trying to attract red squirrels. So that was part of maybe the tree selection, but also just generally birds and wildlife. So that was a part of, I guess, of the tree selection. So then the trees were selected, and then generally then put them, as a plan of then having which trees go where. Again, had to be advised on that in terms of maybe like having some of the thorns higher on the land where they would establish better, and differences maybe with trees, like there's a wet area here that you can't see that well, but it's quite a wet area, marshy area. So again, which trees are going to do well there? So a lot of advice and help. We had, the help of the school, but actually the help and I suppose working with all these different people to plant the trees was a massive unexpected benefit of doing the project, because I think now looking back, it would have been a real shame it was just contractors who had done it all for us and put it in. Actually being a part of the planting process and working with the kids and working with everyone else was really, it was a really fun, enjoyable part of the project, and really rewarding. I think I've also made a lot of really good contacts and just people that we'll keep in contact. And I think the nice thing is we've got all these kids who have been here and planted trees who hopefully are going to be interested at coming back in the future and seeing what happened to that forest that we planted here. So yeah, it's nice to think that might happen as well. That was really the key thing of why we wanted to work at the Millennium Trust, because we certainly want the woodland. It's not just for us. We want people to be coming here, and the thought of having people coming here, a lot of people to come and see the wood, it was just an exciting thing for us. I suppose also we've got the bed and breakfast. We're really open to people coming and seeing the woods. So actually it was a really exciting part of why we wanted to do it. So I'm really looking forward to So when that happens, I think it'd be very nice to have people on the land come and see it, and hopefully it'll be slightly more established then as well. So yeah, it's exciting for that to happen, and we'd hate for this woodland to be just closed off with a fence at the bottom and people aren't coming here. I think we would never have any problems with people coming and seeing it and walking around. It would be great for that to happen.